Anyways, they give me a lie detector test. They wait for the results to come back. They see I'm not lying. I'm not flipping to go grab somebody, you know?
Right.
It's all right. You're good. Wait down here. And then I go up to the 3rd floor, and I get thrown in a room where they lock you in a cell. And what happens is they come in and take your picture. And then what they do is they go around to each inmate that's on that floor with your picture and your initials, not your full name. You know, so my initial was FG, right? And then each inmate has to sign off on you. You know, they sign you out, meaning that, you know, I don't have a problem with this guy. If they don't sign you out and somebody has an issue with you, right? Well, then they grab that guy to find out what's the issue and why don't you come out? And if the guy's, you know, threatened by it or whatever the case is, because there was a lot of separations and a lot of cases going on. So here I am, I get locked in a cell. Counselor comes in to take your picture, they send your picture around, and then they sign you out. Now you're on the floor maybe with, I don't know, 40, I'd say 20, 30 guys, small. Tops 40 guys. And everybody was who's who, you know, on cases. I mean, high-profile cases, you know. So I never forget, Nicky Bonds was on the floor.
Nicky Bonds?
Nicky Bonds. He's looking through the window. He goes, hey, you hungry? I go, yeah, I'm hungry. He says, Frank, Big Frank? I go, yeah, who are you? Nicky Bonds, man. So I'm saying, you know, everybody heard of Nicky Bonds.
Right.
So I get out, and he made me a breakfast, like what he was eating. You know, it was like cheesy grits. Well, grits with 2 over easy eggs and toast, butter and stuff.
Okay.
I'm like, because
not too shabby.
Over there, they had like an open grill. You could make your own stuff, you know. So I sat down. I was eating with him and a couple other guys, and, you know, everybody was on the case.
Were you slicing the garlic with the razor blade?
No.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah. Next day, couple days, whenever it was, they had a pool table up there. I'm shooting pool with this Muslim guy. You know, it's just a game of pool. They called me over. Like the other black guys that were on the floor, Nicky Bonds and a couple other guys, right? They says, hey, Frank, let me talk to you, man. Don't play pool with that guy. I said, why not? He says, the World Trade Bomber. World Trade Bomber. Remember back in 90, I think it was 93?
Yeah.
The one-eyed sheik?
Yeah. Well, that's the one where they blew up the truck in the basement.
Right, they attempted.
Well, my sister-in-law worked there. She was there in that building. That was also her last day of work. Because my brother-in-law was like, yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
Everybody was staying away from this guy. I didn't realize it. I just thought, you know, he was up next to play. Well, I was up next to play. As everybody was playing who won the last game. I'm up next to play, and I'm just shooting pool. Right? Well, they're telling me not to shoot pool with him because of who he is. Right? So I'm like, really? So everybody I started to see, nobody bothered with this guy because
he's a terrorist.
Terrorist. But then I'm saying to myself, wait a second. I'm in the program, right?
What's he doing here?
What's he doing on the floor? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't make it that obvious, he knew, like he felt it. Like the guy wasn't stupid. He felt like, you know, he seen like, you know, when they talked to me, I acted a little different. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, you know, I shot one more ball and I'm like, I quit. You know what I mean? I don't want to play no more. So I kind of shunned him. It was like maybe a day or two after that. We're in the, not like really a mess hall, but we're like a little area where we would sit off the kitchen to eat. And it was one of the guards there, right? And I don't know what he told him that triggered this guy. This guy went off, like went to go attack the guard. I mean, went to like...
He lost his...
This guy lost it, like he was screaming, spitting at the top of his lungs. You don't f***ing know me. You don't know. And this guy was a big guy. He was like maybe 6'4", 6'5", big Muslim guy, right? He leaps towards the guard. I jump up. A couple other guys, we all jumped, and we jumped on him to hold him. And we were holding him back from, you know, attacking the guard. The guard presses the body alarm. He gets the body alarm, and 15 cops come up right away. When they take the guy, they lock him up. Never seen the guy again. Well, I think they put him up on the 9th floor. 9th floor was the hole. That was an experience when they put me up there.
Yeah.
That's the same jail where, the same cells where Epstein, that piece of shit, They said hung himself.
Right. Hung himself. I'll keep my opinion to myself.
I think he hung himself. He took himself out. I think, well, look, okay, here we go again. Not to get into politics, but what I'm saying is...
You never know.
I was in those cells. I was on that floor. I was in those cells.
That wasn't at Rikers? I thought he was at Rikers for some reason.
No, it was on the ninth floor. Ninth floor was the whole. That time they had me up there, when I was there was Greg Scarpa Jr. They had him locked up there for a long time. The head of the Latin Kings, that kid Tone, he was up there. They had somebody from the Oklahoma City bombing, one of the guys, they had him there. All high-profile cases that were locked down. I wasn't there that long, but I was in that same exact cell. Not the same exact cell Epstein was in, but, all the cells were the same.
Wing, yeah.
Right on the same wing. If you wanted to kill yourself, you could kill yourself.
If somebody wanted to kill you. Because I guess there's a thing with the video was cut off, which makes you think. But like I said, I wasn't there. I can't say.
What was I getting at the program? Not to lose track.
Right.
So anyway,
back to the ranch.
And then, that takes on a whole nother, in the units, the WedSec units is a whole nother world. I would have rather did my time in population if it could have been that way. But back then it couldn't be that way. Anyway, there's the other program when you get out of jail. And now you got to go to wherever they take you to transition into your new name. Whatever was left of Frank Gioia, now they put you down as deceased. Everything is scrubbed. Social, birth, everything is scrubbed. They take you to the Batcave. That's the nickname they have for it.
The Batcave?
The Batcave.
Somewhere in America?
I didn't even want to go in the program. We didn't want to go in.
Wasn't part of the plan.
That we know. But I'm saying is when it came time, we wanted to stay with our name. And they said, no way. Give us 6 months. Get your ID, give us 6 months and go. So really, I couldn't go and say, no, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean?
I got a question.
Go right ahead.
Now that everything's out, can you bring it back?
I'm trying to. That's a process.
I can imagine. Like I said, if the guy just done is dead or scrubbed.
So it's annoying because people know you as, you got two names.
Right.
So it's like, they know me as Gioia anyway, right? Well, what am I walking around with Capri? I tell people Frank Capri, they Google me, they say, your name ain't Capri, it's Gioia. But it's kind of like, it's f***ed up. When you go to the program, what they did back then, you're going from plane to plane, right? And I get put in this truck, okay? I remember the windows were like this thick. Bulletproof, whatever. It was nice inside. And door closes, the drapes go, they pulled the drapes. And you got the marshal sitting down, just with a smile on his face.
There's a new marshal.
Yeah, you're seeing different marshals as you go along from all over the country. I can say this now because, they can't do nothing to me, but sitting down, as soon as I get in, with a smile on his face. Because, hey, if you try to open the door or open the window or look out the window or whatever it is, I'm going to kill you. We're going to kill you.
Just like that.
Just like that. With a smile on his face. Okay. Hi, Frank. Hey, how you doing? Hey, if you open the door or if you try to escape, or you try to do anything stupid, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna shoot you. I said, oh, just like that. I said, yeah. And I'm looking, I'm going, okay, you know what? I'm tired of getting threatened. I said, I've been getting threatened by law enforcement. This doesn't faze me no more. Where we going? Well, you can't tell you where we're going. You know what? I don't want to know where we're going. So anyway, we're driving, then making a left and making a right. Obviously, the van, the big armored truck that got me in is moving. And finally, we pull into the garage because I hear a door slam. Now it's time to get out. Now a whole different set of marshals come and open the door up. And then you go to in a basement in a building. And then you go to the door. And it's like Get Smart. Remember that movie Get Smart?
Yeah.
The guy literally, this is going back. Who knows the technology they got now? The guy put his print, whatever he put on it, he put his hand on the thing. Bzzz, door opens up. Hurry up, walk in. Go in. Bzzz. I'm like, man, this is out of the movies.